clan, welcome to a little bit of a con video. I just got back from MCM Comic Con today, the last day of course on the 7th day, and 7th day Comic Con, yeah that's real. Second day, Sunday. If you don't know, I went to MCM Comic Con in Glasgow this weekend. I had an absolute blast. I went with my little sister and family, and I had an absolute ball. I went dressed up in my Commander Shepard military jacket, which is over there. I should have probably worn it, but I wore it last year because my initial idea for a cosplay fell through, which was a gender bend Korra. Just because then I basically didn't have the money to get the stuff I needed to do it, even though it was a fairly simple cosplay. And also I was a bit unconfident with it, in all honesty. But I went with that, and I had an absolute blast at it. I got a few compliments, and there's no photos were taken of me because I'm not. There were much better cosplayers there, but this is my third year in a row going to MCM Comic Con held in Glasgow, and I had an absolute blast. I went to the first one 3 years ago, and then I went to the second one last year, and now I went to the third one held this year, and it was an absolute delight to go there. Every year it's got better and better in my opinion. The first year was kind of small, very quiet. Well, it was still quite big. There were still a lot of people, but it was quiet compared to other years. And then last year it was much bigger, more space, more area to walk around. And then this year it was even bigger. Like it was really the same size, maybe a little bit bigger in an extra hall, but it was absolutely a delightful time. I absolutely enjoyed every minute of there, and I met some lovely people. Didn't meet any members of the clan this year. Last year I met one member of the clan, but it was an absolute delight. I actually got talking to a few people in cosplay, and then some random people every now and then about various topics, anime, comics, as is. I'm a geek of all trades, so I love everything, and it was an absolute delight. And if you did see me at MCM Comic Con, I hope I didn't creep you out too much. But it was an absolute delight, and it does make me, next year when I go, because I'm going to go every year if I can, to work on a better cosplay than that. I do want to get a full, proper cosplay made, just for the sake of the fact that I want to. I did get some swag. I didn't get a lot, unfortunately, because I just didn't have the money. But I actually want to go through the photos first. I took photos on day 1 and day 2. I'm going to go through day 1 photos for you. Now, I will say my little sister was actually dressed up as a Five Nights at Freddy's character. See if images can recognise, but I will pop this up here. They'll be up over here. Of course, one of the first cosplay. This was actually one of the last cosplays I saw on the day, which was a CD cosplay, and this woman did an excellent job. She was very polite and allowed me to get a picture. And yes, there was a entire stand there that sold swords, like real swords. Some fairly simple ones, and then some really handmade ones, which were absolutely. I wish I could have gotten them, but a lot of them are just too expensive. We had a stormtrooper and a kilt, of course. I didn't take all these photos. A lot of these photos were taken by my mum's partner or my little sister, but there was a stormtrooper and a kilt. He's been there for the past 3 years, which is awesome. This guy was freaking epic. This guy's like, this is my little sister. I'm 6 foot tall, by the way. This is me standing next to him. Like, he's easily a foot taller than me, and that was on stilts. He's probably on stilts, but I think that's maybe like an elder Wookiee, which was absolutely brilliant. There were a ton of stormtroopers in that there. Of course, my little sister and I go wandering about, and they saw some awesome cosplays as a Kylo Ren. I'm not too sure who the person in the purple armor is, but that was awesome. That was pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. And of course, Darth Vader, as always. He's always there. And then, of course, there was an alien. I saw this, but I didn't get a picture with it because I ended up wandering about myself, which I tend to do a lot of these things. But yeah, there was a pretty cool alien. This guy is awesome. Like, this is a Jack Sparrow in person. I've seen him a few times in Glasgow. He's an absolute delight and does a really good impression. So, of course, there was stuff. There's more stormtroopers. Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay. Of course, my little sister is dressed up as the security guard with the purple face. Absolute delight. Of course, I got caught. Of course, I got captured. Stupid stormtroopers. And then he made me sit down and then walked away. Twat. I met an awesome Hawkeye. This guy was a delight to speak with. I didn't spend too much time. It was just a simple quick picture, and then I said well done in the cosplay because it was a good one. A Khaleesi. My face went there. I don't like taking generic pictures normally with cosplayers. If they have a prop or they're playing a particular character that has a move or something, I always like them to like either do it here, like hit me in the face with your freaking mallet. And it was absolutely delightful. This Harley Quinn was excellent. There were a lot of Harley Quinns, of course. These guys were awesome. Because of the fact that they actually had the Halo music playing in a little sound box on the side of them. It was absolutely brilliant, so I definitely loved that. Batman vs. Dalek, of course, because that's the thing that has to happen. There were a few more Five Nights at Freddy's dresses. I met a Bayonetta who was lovely enough and kind enough to let me hold one of her guns. She was, I definitely, she was very sweet, and she actually competed in the Masquerade Ball. I didn't get a chance to stick around and watch it, unfortunately, because I was with my little sister, and when she wants to go home, I have to go home with her because it's a family outing. There was a Toothless, my little sister got a hamster. This was one of my favourites, in all honesty. An Azula, a Kavira, and a Korra cosplay. If you don't know, I'm a massive Avatar fan. I absolutely love the series, and Korra is definitely still an absolutely amazing series as well. Azula is one of my favourite characters. Met a couple of Ruby cosplayers. I haven't personally watched Ruby yet, but I love the design of the characters. I do have the DVD. I do need to get around to watching it. Some like Masquerade style Harley Quinn and Joker, which was absolutely brilliant. I loved that. Some DC cosplayers, Zatanna, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn again, Foes. And of course, I made an N7 guy in the armor and everything. That I really wish I could have made my own N7 armor, but I just didn't have the time and honestly the money to do it. But I didn't get a chance to get a picture with another Mass Effect cosplayer who was cosplaying as Miranda. I didn't get a chance to meet her, unfortunately, because anytime I was there, she was either walking around somewhere else, or I just missed her. In all honesty, at least that's what I can gather. Fucking course, Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn. I always like doing that with cosplayers. Like if they've got a prop, just hit me with a bloody prop. I don't mind. Of course, there's the Joker and of course Red Hood, and Iron Man and that. And then I got a picture with the Loki and Iron Man. Van Helsing, not Van Helsing, Helsing from the anime. Then my mum's partner and that went away and they wandered a little bit and took a couple of random pictures of my little sister there. More Five Nights at Freddy's cosplays, and this was actually pretty cool. I met a Max and Chloe cosplay from Life is Strange, which was really sweet because I saw a few of these, including a gender bend one, which was actually pretty cool. Of course, I met a Sarah cosplay. There was an Iron Bull cosplay as well. I just didn't get a chance to get a picture with him because it was just too busy. There's a Naruto and Kushina cosplay from Naruto. I absolutely enjoy the Naruto series. Don't love it. And that's all from day one. And now I'll go through day two, of course. I do need to actually get it set up here, so give me one quick moment. I will get day two here. Day two was just me and my little sister. My mum's partner was not there this time. But Colonial Marines and a Predator. That was pretty sweet seeing that. I love seeing these type of cosplays. There were quite a few group cosplayers around there that just showed off their amazing, amazing work, and it absolutely made me a delight. And of course, the Predator's wearing a kilt because he's a Scottish Predator, the best kind of Predator. A Ghostbusters cosplayer, which was awesome, and of course I'll show that half in a minute. But that's my gun. That's one of the first things I bought. But yeah, there's a Ghostbusters cosplay. There's a Hocus Pocus cosplay. Before anyone asks, no, we didn't steal the baby. They had the baby with them. They were fine. The baby was fine. They didn't. I don't know what they were doing with the baby, but they had the baby. This was a fun one. Basically, these were just a bunch of cosplayers that were getting a picture taken, and I just said, would you mind if I just got a picture with all of you? Because I'm just like, if there's a group of cosplayers around me, and I'm just like, look, can I get a picture with all of you just for the sake of it? And it was absolutely beautiful. These were delightful people to get a quick picture with, and everyone was so friendly at the con. I absolutely love that about MCM. Every time I've went to MCM, everyone has been an absolute delight. The cosplayers especially. If you ask them for a picture, they will happily be out of the way to take a picture with you. My simple rule is though, if it looks like they're busy with something, I don't bother them. And also, if they say no, I'm like, okay, understandable, awesome cosplay, I will see you later, hopefully. Because simple rule is, if they say no, no picture. Simple as that. Some cosplayers don't like getting pictures taken, which I completely understand. So I never take pictures of any of them that don't want a picture with me. And of course, if they are busy doing something else, I will. If they're in a rush as well, I'm just like, okay, they're in a rush, let's leave them be. That's just the rule I have. I respect cosplayers because even if it's a simple cosplay like the one I'm wearing there, they took time and effort into putting that effort on and putting the makeup on, the wigs and all that. I don't care if it's a simple cosplay or an expert level cosplay. That's fine. Absolutely love that. I met Deathstroke. One of you fuckers hired him. I hate you. He was actually holding a free hug sign up. There was a bunch of people holding free hug signs, which was awesome. I got plenty of hugs and it was an absolute delight. My sister met some from lovely Disney cosplayers. I met some anime. I also don't know where 3 of these are. I know where 2 of these are. I don't know where the other 2. I think Bleach and Sword Art Online and Naruto. These were a delight, and it was a pleasure. I was in line because my little sister wanted to get face paint, and I just says, look, I don't mean to be rude. Can I get a quick picture with you if that's okay? My little sister took it. She's a brilliant photographer. My little sister met a Wonder Woman. Baymax was there, and I got a hug. He made me feel better. That's all needs to be said about that. Met 2 Deadpools. There were a bunch of Deadpools, which is awesome. I absolutely love that. Of course, Nightmare Before Christmas. I met an awesome Punisher who also is N7 repped. Awesome that. Scarecrow and Batman, very good cosplays in my opinion. They were lovely. They were actually in a bit of a rush when I asked them, and they were kind enough to allow me to get a picture. There were plenty of Star-Lords. I absolutely love that. There were plenty of Star-Lords, and it just made me a delight to them. Deadpool and Daredevil kicking my ass because I asked them to. I saw at least 2 or 3 of these cosplays of Joel and Ellie, and these ones were really polite and lovely enough and allowed me to get a quick picture with them. They were absolutely delightful. They had the guns and everything. They were a treat to chat with as well. A wee quick chat. And then I met this lovely guy. Lovely guy. He allowed me to hug him, which was a delight. I feel a little queasy though afterwards, but otherwise I'm fine. This was one of my favourites. That is actually, there's a guy behind that moving out. That's an actual animatronic. Like, it doesn't move on its own, of course, but it's an actual, like, animatronic puppet, which was absolutely awesome. That's one of my favourites I saw. Another Harley Quinn Suicide Squad hit me with her bat because I just like to get hits for some reason. It's kind of one of my fetishes. There's a Gravity Falls and a Dragon Ball cosplayer. They were lovely and I was awesome. They're very polite. They were in a rush, but they were lovely enough to give me a quick picture. Borderlands cosplayers, the Sirens, absolute delight as well. They were very, very, very friendly, and I thank them for that. And they were awesome, very well done. Love the makeup, love the dresses, love everything. Absolute delight. The crossover that is going to happen, the Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars cosplay is going to happen. This crossover is going to happen. This guy jumped me for some reason, and ever since then I've been seeing things. I don't know what it is, but I just keep seeing my worst nightmares. It's weird. I don't know what it is. And then, of course, an Emma Frost cosplayer who was an absolute delight. She was perusing the sword section, but she was kind enough to allow me that. And then, of course, the last two pictures. This one was just taken as we were leaving. I had to get a picture with a Luffy cosplayer. And that is pretty much it. I do apologise, I just pressed the button there. That's pretty much all the pictures I took. I wish I'd taken more because there were a bunch of cosplayers there that I wish I could have got a picture with. I says there were a few Mass Effect ones that were only there day one, but I could get them in time because I didn't have the camera with me, and also an Iron Bull cosplayer who I never got a chance to get a picture with. I would have loved to have got a picture of that, but that just happened, unfortunately. Cosplayers are all over the place. You just want to explore and have a bit of this. I did also meet a friend there who it was an absolute treat to speak with her and her friends as well. Got talking about anime, and it was an absolute delight, and I definitely want to go there again next year. But MCM was awesome. I absolutely loved it. Every year has been absolutely brilliant. And if you've never been to an MCM Comic Con, go to one. This is the only convention that I've ever been to, due to just for the fact that it's, well, the only one that's 3 years in a row that I'm able to go to, due to the fact that it is so close to me. But it just makes me get the experience. It makes me want to go to more conventions. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to go to maybe London MCM Comic Con next year if I'm lucky. Maybe go to Glasgow and then go down to the London one because I know the London one's happening fairly shortly. But I definitely want to go to more maybe MCM Comic Cons and more conventions over the UK. And then maybe abroad as well. I definitely want to go to some in America. But it just comes down to time, money, and effort. And of course, if I'm going to be cosplaying, because in my role, I want to cosplay at any convention I go to. Even if it's just a simple cosplay like my Commander Shepard one that I did, I definitely still want to go to more of them because it's an absolute treat and I absolutely love it. But now, let's get to the most important thing of any convention. The swag. As you can tell, I'm actually wearing 2 pieces of it right now. Of course, I'll show the obvious one up as a heart container. This cost me £5, by the way. It's actually good quality. It's actually metal and a crystal inside, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not a big Zelda fan. But I felt like getting this because it's actually really cool. I'll probably wear it every now and then. It's pretty sweet. I had to get a geeky game thing. If you don't know what this is a necklace from the Japanese animation Naruto. This actually is featured in one of my favorite arcs of the anime and manga. It's one of the things I absolutely love in this series. It's one of the few seasons I like, and of course I prefer dub over sub, but that's just me. But I saw this last year. It was a bit too pricey, but this year it was down in price by about half price, I'd say. So I was able to get it, and I've worn it like pretty much most of the day. But it's one of my favourite little things I picked up. Now, of course, you saw it in the picture, but I'll show it here. Fail. It's a Han Solo's pistol. It's actually a BB gun, as you can tell there. And oh shit. This was one of the first things I picked up. This actually was sold at the sword stand. They had a couple of replica guns. Of course, orange to make sure it doesn't hit. There's also had like some replica like flintlock pistol guns that I wish I could have got, but they were like £125. They had other blades as well that I wanted to get, but they were just too expensive, unfortunately. But yeah, this is one of the first things I picked up because I was like, it was a choice between this or a 9mm replica BB gun. I went, let's go geeky. And I picked this up, and it's pretty awesome in my opinion. I actually took it with me today just because of the fact that I was Commander Shepard and I needed a gun. And that was a fail and a half. I've actually been doing this a lot, but yep, this is that. It does actually come with BBs, and also comes with one other thing, which I'm not too keen on it personally, but it is I can understand why they have it, which is I'll show it, so take that out. Yeah, I've been practicing. Is a spare mag, but this mag is bigger. But to me, that makes it look like a World War II pistol more than Han Solo's pistol. So I slide that out most of the time and put this in. By the way, this is heavier than that, which should say a lot, but I just put that in and it clicks and it's awesome. If you want, that's what it sounds like. And I fired the BB at my jacket and it came back. Let's load it. Let's load this baby back in, okay? It's only got one pellet in it because I'm not that daft. But it's pretty awesome, and it's a geeky gun, and I had to get it. And I've been playing with it for most of the day. I might spray paint it in all honesty, like more black. Of course, leave the tip orange for obvious reasons. But if you don't know why it's orange, any kind of like replica gun has to be distinguishably not a real gun, so that's why it's orange. And in all honesty, it doesn't bother me too much. It does look kind of stupid to some cases, but I like it. It's pretty cool, and it's mostly just a prop in all honesty. So you might see me use this in a future video or two, just for the fact that I like it. Maybe I'll do some photoshopping of me firing it, like having a blaster come out of it. It's pretty cool, and of course I still love this. But I don't know why, but I love it when you can do that and with fake guns. I'm not a gun person, but I really like little features like that. They just let me slide. If you don't know what I'm doing, I'm pressing a little button on there. Feel bad for lefties though, because they can't actually do that. It's on the right side, so you can't. You'd have to do this. That's why right side righties. Gotta love that. Just do that and bang. I almost shot you there, by the way. But yeah, this was one of the first things I picked up, and it is one of my favorite things that I picked up. Not a huge Star Wars fan, but even I know I like this and hand shot first, of course. But yeah, it's if you've wondered what you can make it look like, you can make it look like that. But I like it as is, in all honesty. It's pretty awesome. Of course, Poke Geek, I picked up a Master Ball. Turn it around the right way. There we are. Picked up a Master Ball. £5 as well. It's just a little plushie, but it's pretty sweet. And I saw this yesterday, and I decided the last bit of my money, I bought myself this wee Master Ball to catch things. But a little plushie, and it goes well with my Pikachu. So Pikachu, back in your ball. But yeah, I picked that up, of course. That was definitely a must for me, in my opinion, because it's pretty sweet. I also picked up one other thing. I picked up from the same stall that I got this from. If you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen it, but I picked myself up a 4-star Dragon Ball. They actually had the whole set there, but it was like 35 quid, and I couldn't justify buying £35 worth. They did have larger ones, but they were like 12 quid. These were only fivers, so I picked up the 4-star because that's the classic one. I do intend to pick up the rest of them eventually, either buying them as a full set and have a spare 4-star, or buy them all individually, each con. I don't know, maybe I'll see much. But it is real crystal, by the way. It comes in a nice little box. But yeah, this is Dragon Ball Z was my thing growing up. I absolutely loved that anime along with Naruto and all that. But picked that up because I saw this last year as well, and I decided to pick it up this year. I did also pick up some random bits and bobs. I'll show these off quickly. If you don't know, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons player. I'm DMing actually a 5th edition game. I picked these up. These were all £1 each, so I just picked up all the sets that they had. I think these are more like 3rd or 4th edition power cards, because I don't think they are relevant in 5th edition. But they were only £1 each, and I said, screw it, pick them up. And it's a bunch of little cards for various powers and gimmicks and martial powers that each class has. I got the Rogue, the Ranger, the Warlock, and the Fighter. Those were all the ones they had. They were only £1, and that's why I love going the second day of MCM Comic Con, because everything gets reduced in price. Like, I'm not crap at shitting you. Everything was like reduced in price by at least a third, if not half. So I'm guessing these were like £3 or £4 on the first day, and on the second day they were just £1 each. So I just picked them all up, and that's pretty sweet. It was the last bit of my wee money, but I don't care. I love it. Picked them all up. I'm probably going to read through these and see if I can maybe adapt them into my 5th edition game. We'll see. We'll see what happens. This was one of the free things I got. It's a little beat up, but if you haven't heard of this, Saltire, the Immortal Guardian, is a Scottish-based comic, which I actually really like. They had like all the editions there, and also a con exclusive edition which I couldn't get because I didn't have the money for it. It was like 25 quid, I think. But it's a comic based in Scotland. It's about Scotland's greatest guardian, Saltire, which I highly recommend the comic, by the way. It's actually really good. I actually picked it up. I got introduced to it first time last year at MCM Comic Con. They were there and I picked it up, and it's actually boomed in popularity over here. I would highly recommend, if you haven't picked it up, definitely go pick it up. I guess I could show these off first. I picked up a bunch of Japanese stuff. Paki, of course. They had like 3 or 4 stands selling, so I picked up some random Paki. I actually haven't tried this one yet, so let's try this. I'll show you the other ones as well. This isn't Paki, but I also got, oops, shit. Sorry, I just dropped some things. I got Pepero, which is Korean Paki, basically. This is almond, and it's actually kind of nice. I did have another one, but I tried it. And then green tea Paki, which I've tried and has no taste to it. I'm not kidding. Like, it has so much no taste to it that they give you 2 packs in it. If you want to know what it looks like, I guess I could show it. It just looks like it is on the screen, but I guess I could slide it out and show you. That's an innuendo. They're like that. They have no flavour to them, no taste whatsoever. Like, I like green tea, but these don't taste like green tea. They taste like nothing. See, I'll show you. No taste. Never talk me a mouthful, even though I am right now. But yeah. Well, that was a bad idea. Well, yeah, there we go. Dry. But yeah, no taste to it. I haven't tried the cookies and cream Paki before, or the fruit Paki, so eeny, meeny, miny, fruit Paki. Let's try fruit Paki live on camera. Welcome back to Warriors Delights, people. It's been a while. I've had you on this. Yeah, there we are. But this is a strawberry tasting Paki. Pocky. Paki. That could be taken in so many different... Pocky. Pocky. Not the other word. The other words are kind of offensive. I do apologise. Always fun opening Paki. Pocky. Pocky. Say Pocky. Come. Use teeth. Yeah. Teeth powers activate. But yeah, let's try this live on camera. That broke. That was the bread. Come on, give me a whole one. Give me a full stick of packet, you bastard. Get out of the packing. Come here. That's always the fun part, isn't it? There we are. Come here. Oh, come on. This is fun. Yeah. Yeah, use my mighty Scottish strength. There we are. Well, I think it melted a little and stuck to each other, but 3 for the price of 1. Honk, honk, Those are nice. Okay, these are nice. Actually has real pieces of strawberry in it. But these are nice. These are really, really nice. I'm going to demolish these later. And by demolish, I mean eat them all. But yeah, let's try the coconut cookies and cream one. I was going to try and save some other of them, but I ended up eating most of them because Pockies are lovely. I'm sorry, Pockies are nice. They're really nice. But yeah, let's try the cookies and cream one. There we are. Not as lumpy as the other one, of course. But let's try. Hump. Hump. Nice. Strawberry ones are nicer. Tastes more like Oreos than anything, honestly. I guess that's because they got Oreo biscuits on them, but tastes more like Oreos. Still nice. Definitely probably eat these. Probably not finish them as quickly as I did, as I will these. I'll freaking demolish these. But if you've never tried Pocky before, I highly recommend at least trying it. It may be under another name. I know over here they were called Mikados for a while, but then they just changed them to Pockies because it's awesome Pockies. But yeah, that was one of the other little treat things I got. I guess I can show off. I did pick up 2 pieces of art while I was there at MCM Comic Con. This one is by, I actually have his business card here to make sure I give him a proper shout out. Nick Harrington Artwork at www.nickharringtonartwork.com. If you like what you see here, pop over to the website, and he does commissions. I'm actually going to do a few in the future, but it's a Harley Quinn. He had a bunch of different prints, in all honesty, but I actually kind of like this one. So I picked this one up. It only cost me a tenner. I'm definitely going to get it framed and hang it up somewhere. He had a bunch of different ones. I just picked up the Harley Quinn because if you don't know, I freaking have the biggest crush on Harley Quinn ever. And she is one of my favourite DC female characters. But yeah, I picked up Harley Quinn, which was awesome. He had a bunch of other ones that I wish I could have got, but I just had to... excuse me. I only had enough for one, but I'm definitely going to hang this up somewhere. Maybe up somewhere here or there. But yeah, that was one of the artworks I picked up. I definitely made a goal this year to go to the arts gallery. Sorry, excuse me. And actually pick up quite a few pieces of art if I could. I couldn't get as much as I wanted, just for the fact that it was just a lot of them were like charging a little bit too much. Not too much, just not enough that I could afford it. Like some of the prints were like 30, 40 quid. I just didn't have that kind of cash on me. But I did pick up one of my personal favourite art pieces. It actually came with the glass frame. I'll show you in a minute, but it actually came with this. I completely forgot to pick up the woman's business card. But I believe her name is Jandy or Jandy. I honestly cannot remember her name. I do apologise. But if you happen to watch this, darling, please let me know so I can give you a proper shout out. But she had a bunch of these little styles. It's basically Jessica Rabbit in the style of different characters. And I picked up Jessica Rabbit as Rogue, which is awesome. I don't know if I think that's meant to be Rogue just because of the hair. I don't know why she's on a card, but I guess the Gambit thing. But yeah, I picked this up. She had a bunch of Jessica Rabbits as different characters, which it was awesome, by the way. I picked this one up because Rogue is one of my favourite characters, along with Jessica Rabbit as a character. But he came with a glass frame and everything. Only cost me a $5. She had bigger prints of it and other various things, but this was actually brilliant. I actually really like this, and this will take pride and place in somewhere in my room, in all honesty. But I absolutely love this, and it's one of the definitely amazing artwork. So much amazing artwork at the con this year. I wish I could have picked up a whole bunch of it, but there just was not enough money in my bag, unfortunately. If you'll give me a moment, I'm just going to put this all back in and make sure it's nice and secured in, because of the fact that I don't want to break it. Because it's very pretty. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I'm so pretty and what? I think that is everything I picked up. I didn't get a lot. No, was that I wish I could have got a lot, but it's just that I didn't have the money, unfortunately, which is a problem with me right now. There were a bunch of other stuff there that I wish I could have got, but I absolutely love going to this con every year. It's always a delight to support local artists as well, and also various other people. It's always a good place to also see amazing cosplayers, and I had a delightful time. Every year, it's just got better and better and better, in my opinion, and I absolutely love it. It just made me smile every day. This was one of the few things I was looking forward to this year, was MCM Comic Con. I would, if you've never been to MCM Comic Con before, anyone in the local area in the UK, please do go. They are a delight every single year. They are very well organised. Except for this year with the lines, because I think they oversold the priority tickets because there was a massive line this year, like there is always every year. But if you've never been to one, do go. And of course, if you're in the Glasgow area and you've never been to MCM Comic Con, definitely get a ticket next year, because it is an absolute delight. I absolutely love it. If you wonder, I know some people are going to ask this, they did have some guests there this year. They had the voice of Naruto. The line was just too big, unfortunately. I just couldn't wait in the line get a picture with her, unfortunately. They also had Robert Picardo, the Doctor from Voyager, and various other roles, and a bunch of other actors who were there. It's just they were charging like £10 a photo, which I'm just like, I can't afford that. Sorry, I wish I could, but I can't. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. I love it every year, and my sister, of course, she loves it every year. She's been twice now. I've been 3 times, and I intend to go a 4th next year, then a 5th, then a 6th, then a 7th, then a 8th, then a 9th, then a 10th, and just keep going, because I absolutely love it, and I would highly recommend, if you've never been, definitely go. It's just a delight every year. I absolutely love it, and it was one of the few good things I was looking forward to this year. I think that's pretty much everything, but I love going to these conventions. I love meeting cosplayers, and hopefully one year I'll be able to go and meet a bunch of yous. If we ever do get bigger on here, I definitely want to do some form of meetup eventually. But right now, if you're ever at Comic Con next year, MCM Comic Con, you see me, come up and say hi. Don't hesitate. Hopefully next year I'll get to go with a few friends, and I'll actually have some money to spend there, because the past 3 years I've not had money, unfortunately, to spend. Just for various reasons. Something always happens, but I absolutely loved it. And there were to any artist out there that I talked to, or anyone I didn't mention a meeting, please let me know. There were so many amazing artists there. I wish I could have picked up all. I completely forgot to pick up all the business cards of the ones I love the most. But I definitely recommend going to any of these and supporting local artists as well. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything I've got to say. I do thank you for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it, and you got to see all the wee cool shit I got, including this. I love this. See, I got over ego there. That was my bad, but I love this gun, and it's definitely going to make a few appearances in the show and the videos anyway. I have a couple of ideas for it, in all honesty. I don't care if it looks orange. It's awesome. I could do that. Handshot first, bitch. I do need to get a holster for it though. I might even eventually permanently attach this with some glue. Maybe, we'll see what happens. And then I want to have a holster there just so I can go make my day, asshole. Or do Robocop and do that. Come on. There. But yeah, it also has that by the way. But yeah, hand shot first, bitch. But yeah, thanks you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I showed off enough geeky swag. Do check out the artists I mentioned because they are awesome and I definitely want to support them. Other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. I thank you for watching. As always, let's go on Net 2. And here's to next year MCM. Hopefully I'll be able to go and maybe one day I'll get invited. Other than that, you all have a good time. I'll speak to you all later. Ciao for now.